What is up, guys, and welcome to another video here on my channel. As you might have read from the title, today is an exciting topic because I'm going to be reviewing what's inside my camping backpack and / hiking backpack. So let's get to it. So to start off this video, the first thing I'm going to do is show you the type of bag that I use. Now, most of the stuff I use is on a budget because I can't really afford very expensive equipment, but that means that it's going to be on the heavy side. Still, this equipment works great for me, and whenever I upgrade my gear, I'll probably make another video on it. Okay, so I have here the bag that I use, which is an Amazon Basics 65-liter camping / hiking backpack. It is a little bit heavy, but I love this thing. It has the adjustable back. This is my emergency whistle, which I never used, and I hope to never use, really. It has all sorts of attachments and little belts in here, and it includes also a rain poncho, so if in case... Rain poncho, is it called? A rain cover thing. The thing that you put over the here, yeah, that thing. So... that's pretty much it, so I'm gonna go out to the gear now. Now, the gear that I'm about to show you here, it doesn't go all inside my backpack in one single trip because it all depends if I'm gonna do hammock camping or if I'm gonna do regular camping or if I'm just gonna bring a tarp. So the first item I got here, it is a camping hammock. Tricasse, is it called? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Tricasse, I'm guessing. It's right there. Focuses? Yeah, focus. It's a, what can I say, it's really light, and it's a 2-person hammock. It holds a lot of weight. I think it was like 700 pounds, and it all depends. If this sometimes goes in my backpack, sometimes it doesn't, because I have a tent. So if I'm gonna do tent camping, then there's no reason to bring this unless there's a lot of people, so they can carry it, not me. Next, now if I decide to use the hammock instead of the camping tent, then I usually just bring this, which is also very lightweight. Simple 10 by 10 tarp. So the hammock provides shelter from the mosquitoes and other bugs, but this also, I usually set it up over the hammock to protect me from the rain. And yeah, and it's become quite handy addition to my backpack. So these two things travel together inside my bag whenever I'm gonna go hammock camping. The next item on the list is a regular blanket. I take this wherever I go, whether it's hammock camping or regular camping. I keep it rolled up like this just because if I'm not particularly cold, I just use it as a pillow, or I can just use it as a cushion. So yeah, I don't have a dedicated pillow or inflatable pillow. I'm thinking of buying one, but if I can get by just with this, then why add the extra weight, you know? Next item is this giant thing that seems to occupy a lot of space. It's very light, but it occupies a lot of space. And this is a camping mat or a yoga mat, or however you want to say it. This was very inexpensive, very cheap. Frankly, it doesn't provide that much padding, so I'm thinking of upgrading it. But it does the job for now, and this always goes with me wherever I'm going. Next item is a rain poncho. I keep this inside my bag all the time. I have a rain cover for my bag, but that's for my gear, and this is basically for me, and also offers double protection for my gear as well. So this never leaves my bag. Next up, let's talk about hydration and carrying liquids. Usually I just pack a few water bottles on my bag, in my bag, outside my bag, around my bag. But I've been getting self-conscious lately about the amount of plastic that I'm using, so I have myself two things. This thing is the first item, which is just a container that keeps your things either cold or hot for a long time. And I use it for water or for any type of hydration liquid that I want to bring up with me. I usually carry this plus one more because this is not enough. And The next thing, hold up, the other thing that I use to carry liquids with me that always is inside my bag is this cute little flask that I received once for Christmas, and I know what you're thinking. Really, alcohol gel? That's not really hydration, and I mean, like, I don't care. All right, let's do a little bit of rapid fire show and tell here. Next thing on the list is pot. Cook your food. This little miniature size pot with the handles. This is for drinks, beverages, and specialty tea. I do like my tea. Now, usually when I build my fire, I use rocks to support the weight of the pots and the little things for the tea and stuff. But lately, I just recycle this old piece. It's inside a plastic bag because it's really dirty. This is an old piece of a refrigerator that I took out and I recycled. I stripped off all the paint and everything so it won't be toxic. And I've been using this ever since, and it's become really handy. So next up, let's talk about food. Usually I bring a can of chili or a can of spaghetti or a dehydrated meal, but this is all I could bring as an example, which is a leftover from Hurricane Maria. This is an MRE, meal ready to eat. Everything is inside here, your main course, your beverage, your heating pouch, everything. It's just in one instruction, just add water. And I'm planning on using this someday soon. Moving on up the list of things that live inside my bag are gloves. I always carry these with me because they offer protection when I'm using knives and I'm starting the fires. And they're not fireproof, but they're a little bit heat resistant. Next up, we have my fire kit. I have here an empty cigar box that I took from my dad a long time ago. And I usually put petroleum jelly cotton balls in here, which make excellent fire starters if everything is like damp or it's been raining a lot, which happens a lot around here. I also have waterproof matches, and one of my favorite tools is the ferro rod, which I have this one. This thing creates spark when you strike it appropriately. And I practice a lot with this. I love this thing. Next up, we have a regular headlamp that I keep in my bag. Never leaves my bag. And I also have 550 paracord that I use to set up the tarp, or I use to hang things from it, secure things, tie things, you know, all that jazz. Something super essential that I have inside my bag at all time is a knife. In this case, 2 knives. The bigger one is to split wood and chop wood, and the smaller one is for detailed work such as feather sticks and wood shavings to start fires, such and such and such. So, moving on. Sorry if the frame moved a little bit, I had to change the battery, but things that I do like bringing with me always, especially if I'm going solo camping, is something to read. And I always have this inside my bag. It's a little pocket-sized survival guide for any climate, and it has a lot of cool ideas for campcraft and how to build fires, shelters, and traps, but I'm not really going to use those because I bring my own food. But it's actually very interesting. Another thing that I always bring with me is my adventure journal. Always bring it with me, and I write down every single time that I go outdoors, and every time I do hiking or camping, I always write down details like the time, the weather, location, who am I with, what am I doing, what am I eating, all that stuff, because after a while you kind of forget what you actually did, and it's good to go back on these things and kind of paint a very detailed picture of what you were doing. And yeah, I love this a lot. All right, so last but not least, it would be toilet paper and a first aid kit. I actually used this once because I cut myself. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I did forget to mention that I do bring with me a toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, that kind of stuff. I just don't have it here right now, but I do bring it with me all the time. So that pretty much sums up everything that I bring with me when I go camping or hiking. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you liked it, make sure you click that subscribe button if I earned your subscription. Like and share the video if you so wish to do so. And I forgot my English. Till next time, bye. Talk about budget production here. Budget production. I have my lighting system, an emergency light with toilet paper on it to soften up the light. Probably on my sweaty face right now because it's really hot in here, and my tripod. How's that? MacGyver.